What it do, man? I was gonna wait till 9 o'clock, but I had to do it at 8 o'clock. Watch this. I love reading comments. Hey, Westside Peak, check this out, man. Keep them negative comments, man. You hollering at my homeboy. If your homeboy speaking hollering on you, why would you try to get at my homeboy? We don't get down like that. Lil Miho, I will talk about your folks tonight, man. Before I begin this live, as always, shouts out to Kev Mac and the Mac Heads and the Maniacs, the Hood Postman and the Mailroom Goons, OG Gangster, Cartoon, 5 Trey Avalon. Y'all chop on up in here, man. Let's make this happen, man. This Wednesday night answering some questions. Hey, my boy is up in here. That's what I'm talking about. Clee, what's up? What it do? What it do? 4 people that tapped in. 4 people in the chat and 2 likes, man. Let's get them up in here, man. This is Wednesday night questions and answers. But let me share this with y'all, man. Snipe, what it do, man? Front Hood block was 131st. We hung in front of the Randall's house, man, and Bootstrap had us drinking them Slit Mo liquor bulls, right? Slits the Bull was the Front Hood beer. It wasn't always 8-ball. And next door to the Randalls, what's up, Blade? I see you here, baby. Next to the Randalls was Miho family. His big brother was Augie, resting in peace. Him and Keith both had 66 Caprice, the big homie Bootstrap, and they was clean as a motherfucker. Mio and them was from CB3, man, so that established a relationship with Front Hoods and CB3, Compton Barrio Threads. And Big Moose from the Threads used to always come over there, man, because he was going with Mio and Augie and them sisters had kids by, right? I guess little Mio is his son. I ain't for sure, right? But Mio little brother Martin still hang in the hood and parlay with us. But anyway, we embraced the CB3s in Front Hood, man. We also had in Joe Boy, KT, and Lebo Nim era and Bowhead Nim era, they had a relationship with Scam from Largo. Scam used to kick it with us. But him and Mio never got into it in Front Hood. We didn't have that. Listen to me. Mio went to Centennial with the homies, man, and Mio was with the business. That's the first and only Hispanic I ever drank out of a tumbler with in prison. And people tripped on that when they seen me drinking out that tumbler. Mio, my homeboy from CB3, resting in peace. Know what I mean? Mio was from the Threads, but watch this. Boy, let the Front Hoods tell you, we gonna take Mio was also from Front Hood. Born and raised on the first, man. That's the homie, man. I remember one time the police pull up on this, and I ran up in Mio near mama house, man. Mio daddy and his mama, they opened the door, then shut it back. No problem. You understand what I'm saying? So I just want to know, man, check this out. When you come up in there, I read my comments. I take my time and read comments. I don't do that bullshit, man. I am somebody from where I'm from. Like my homie Bug said, Front Hoods ain't putting no busters on YouTube, man. They put real ones on YouTube. We're gonna leave that alone. Y'all come up here with some questions tonight, man. Let's make it happen. Number 1 up in here. A6, what it do? What it do, man? What it do? Lights out cuts. He up in here. What it do, man? Y'all come with some questions, man. I still need 18 people for this second raffle, man, and we can make it happen. But don't nobody want the Crenshaw hat. I got on the Crenshaw shirt tonight, though. The blue one, the blue hat. You feel what I'm saying? Just doing me. Corey McHenry, my guy, Bam, what it look like. Shit, man, we trying to make it happen on YouTube, man. Y'all wanted me to come back. I just came back early. You know what I mean? So come on in here, man. Y'all, let's pop it, man. Got my second beer for the night. What's up, OG Bam? What it do, man? You got the best end. You tell me. Casey, you tell me. Y'all come with it, man. I'm glad y'all liked it, that La Salle story, man. I'm going to come up with another one probably Friday on my big homie Craig Metcalf. And I'm gonna share some stories about Craig. Craig Metcalf is the big homie in the first generation of Front Hoods and had a major squabble too. You put Craig Metcalf in the squabble with Larry James, La Salle. He had that type of squabble, man. Baby, what it do, man? Is it Bedelo? No, man. I'm on the Miller's High Life now, man. I'm on the Miller's High now, baby. You understand what I'm saying? Ate a cool little dinner, you feel what I'm saying? Some other steaks, you know what I mean? So we was all right, man. You know? But what it do, y'all? Tell me something, man. Y'all give me some questions tonight, man. Let's make it happen, man. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen, man. I hope don't nobody try to call me because it's a trip. People sure like calling me when I go live, man. Come on in there, man. Y'all come up in there. We got 17 people in the chat and 13 likes. Let's make it happen. Let's get them likes up. Solo up in the joint. What it do, man? What it do? Looking up in spirits, man, like you see that. Man, say it again, baby. That's what it do. I usually drink Modelo's, and I be on that neck, on that OE lately, though. Oh, on that. Oh, for real? Oh, man, don't do that. Hey, man, watch this. Hey, Clea, I ain't drunk no 8-ball, man, in a long ass time, man. I cannot drink that there, man. That 8-ball is something else. OG, were you at the hub and Dub Crip meeting when Big Huncho was like speaking? It was in the 80s. I seen it years ago. No, man, I was in the penitentiary when they had the hub and Dub big meeting, man. I was in the penitentiary. But trust and believe, man. When I was in the pen, everything that was going on the streets, I had my ear to the streets from the pen. I had homies that wrote me. So they kept me enlightened to what was going on. I was for any positive movement when it came to Crippin', man. You understand what I'm saying? The hub and Dub. What y'all need to understand, it was on the streets, man. It'd be a whole lot of set tripping, right? But when they get to the pen, man, check this out, man. That shit, we didn't, the collective of Crip, not CCO, not Blue Note, the collective of Crip didn't allow that to come in prison, man. We all got along and kicked it. And had a strong force. Now it's low key like that in prison, but it's Crip set tripping. Anything can cause people to fall out with each other up in there. And it's always behind some bullshit. Somebody ain't paid their debt, or somebody disrespected somebody on the basketball court. You understand what I'm saying? Or somebody putting 100 on more than what the fuck they are, trying to be tougher than what they are instead of just being they self. 26 people in the chat and just 17 likes. Come on, man. Throw these questions at me, man. Throw these questions, man. This Wednesday night questions and answers. I started at 8. Check this out. Y'all got me at you about 9:15, man. Then I got to get my rest on. Got to punch that clock at 7 in the morning, man. Come on with it, man. 24 likes and 17, 24 people in the chat, 19 likes. Let's get it up, man. Hit them like buttons, subscribe to this channel, man. This too real for TV, man. This the yard where it's always real at, man. We ain't with the bustism, fakeism, or phonyism, man. Ain't no truck, ain't no all that other stuff. Check this out again, like I said on the earlier live, man. We're not your parents. You ain't getting timeouts on this thing. You getting bullied off the yard. Ain't no timeouts here, man. So y'all ask some questions, man. Holla at your boy, man. Holla at your boy, man. I'm here, man. Come on, man. But shouts out to everybody in the chat, man, to the frontliners, man. Let's make it happen, man. Y'all throw some questions at me. Don't feel shy, man. That last live I did when I got off work, man, it was lovely, man. I liked it. You know, y'all keep me motivated, man. So let's make it happen tonight, man. I got the best moderators up in the joint, man. So let's make it happen, man. Bam, you remember that Crazy Horse? Only sipped on that once or twice in my life, man. I don't like that one either, baby. You understand? Watch this, baby. Sammy was the first dude that ever gave me a can of Rainy Ale beer, him and my Uncle Russell. I was 12 years old, man. I went behind my grandmama's house on 55th, baby. I threw up. My granddaddy spanked me, and Russell couldn't come in the house that night. I just grabbed that 4-pack. I'm finna rose one. that finna rose one. That's right, man. I feel you. They quit selling them glass 40s. That's what made me find them 24-ounce Modelo's. That's right. I remember my first time the homie Bam from Kelly Port threw a big spread. I told Bam certain dudes don't get along. I done seen certain gangsters in 60s because I seen when Scud was in the pen with me when I came down from Folsom and his Soledad. I was only there about 4 months. Scud was in the cell with a 60 in my wing and G wing. Hey, man, check this out, man. We forget about our differences when we're up in that penitentiary and we understand that we need each other. What's up, Stan? What it do, baby? What it do? And that's how it is, baby. Front hoods and Corporals was beefing. But you couldn't tell that in the penitentiary because front hoods and Corporals ran together in the pen. You know, the Compton Corp ran together, but front and Corporals had a relationship. Front hood and bonus had a relationship. Bam. Was Lil Mooney at the 10 with you when he was staying down? Lil Mooney younger than me. I was in jail when Lil Mooney was up in there, Junebug. But watch this. Lil Mooney was staying down for his grits, though. See, I'm loving it when my little brothers can tap in here on me, man. Check this out, man. I don't know what this do for Westside people get at ask these certain questions, but let me share something, man. That's why I admire that little brother Whoop that came in here. When I was gang banging, I knew I was on the West Side Piru's most wanted list. I knew they wanted to get me, but I wasn't being hard to find, man. I was like this. I didn't just hang in front of it. I maneuvered, man. I was mobile. I got outside of the box and I was getting my crip on. I was trying to build a hell of a name for myself, and I wanted people to be afraid of me. And I found out later on in life, you don't want nobody to be afraid of you. You just want them to respect you, because when they're afraid of you, they're going to try to kill you or they're going to call the police and put you in jail. You understand what I'm saying? I don't want neither one of those. But trust and believe, man, when your enemy say you somebody and they respect you, because hitters respect hitters, man. You understand what I'm saying? When I was in the penitentiary, man, even before CCO or Blue Magic was established, all Crips got along. The collective of Crips, we knew we had to get along. So when I first went to prison, man, the number of Crips was less. It wasn't a whole lot of us. You understand what I'm saying? And then the numbers started coming in. Crips started catching these hot ones and all that, robberies and murders and burglaries, and they was coming sending us to the penitentiary. We was already the biggest set in Los Angeles, California, Compton, Wattsville, however you want. I'm saying Los Angeles, right? So we outnumbered anything that wasn't a Crip. We was the dominant factor in the LA County Jail. The Crips was the dominant factor in the LA County Jail. We preyed on white boys, and yeah, some homies preyed on Damus. I'm gonna keep it 100. If they caught a Damus slipping up in there, trust and believe he knew what was gonna happen to him. I seen Damus, man. Listen to me. I ain't taking nothing from Damus, and I ain't trying to belittle him. I don't want nobody. I'm just kicking history with you, right? I seen dudes come to the penitentiary that said they wasn't bloods in the county jail. As soon as they get to the penitentiary, man, they had red rags in their pocket. You know what I'm saying? I don't respect people. They claim your hood no matter what. Against all odds or whatever. I'm gonna claim front hood against all odds, man. What is important? Why is it so important? And I believe Cecil and Blue Notes kept the bullshit down amongst homies. And we did. We did, but we had envy. Watch this, man. I always say this. CCO was the best thing happened for Crips in the penitentiary. We brought the noise. But we had a strong collective. But it ain't just CCO and Blue Note. The first Constitution was Blue Magic. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what it was, man. We kept order. Any place, when you're in any type of jail situation, confined environment, a structure is needed. Everybody don't have to be a part of the structure, but the structure is nothing but rules and regulations. And as people being a part of the structure, if you're a Crip, whether you CCO, Blue Note, or Blue Magic, you're going to follow the regulations of what Crips is putting down. That's the law. If you break that law, you don't, watch this. Your homies 9 out of 10 in the penitentiary ain't going to DP you, man, unless you run out on a homie if you didn't stay down. You feel what I'm saying? But 9 out of 10, man, you know, if you ran out, if you punked out, if you snitched on somebody, you knew you had an issue coming. It wasn't about it. We need the stamp of approval from your set to get to give you your issue. You violated the code of what Crippin represent up in here. So you had an issue coming. And that's what dudes don't seem to get, man. But structure is good. Structure is not a bad thing. It's only rules and regulations, man. You see. Triple Chuck, what it do, man? Peace to you too, my brother. Whatever happened to Tom Slick? Hey, Tom, somebody said Tom Slick passed, but I ain't for sure. Last time I seen Tom Slick, I came down to the county. I was in Compton Court. Tom Slick was a khaki trustee, man. And a lot of Bloods, once they start letting Crips and Bloods go in the mainline courts in that tank after there wasn't no Crip margin, certain Bloods still wouldn't come up in that mainline tank in Compton Court because that's the 6C Riders Court, man. I don't care where you're from, what you represent, from Crip to Damu. That's Compton Crip Court. And Tom Slick was in there, and I told Tom Slick, man, ain't nothing gonna happen to you. You ain't got to get a head up, none of that. And me and Tom Slick was chopping it up, man. It's because of Tom Slick I was really on that thing. I remember that's why Ricky Frazier and them really didn't like me, man. I ain't taking nothing from Tom Slick. His first dude who rag got burnt up at Centennial. He was getting the soda, man, by the office in Centennial. I took his red rag out of his pocket, burnt it with some matches, man. That's what I did, man. Later on in the game, Tom Slick became a beast. He bust on me. He bust on me and my little homie, man. He bust on me, man. Shot at, we had to jump out the car, leave that motherfucker. I don't know who that is. Mr. Hill, Bug don't know who that is. T, what it do, man? Much love to LA, man. No, much love to you, good brother. We love the machine in motion, the YTS. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's how it's supposed to be. Brothers are stronger together than we are apart in the pen on the streets. Hey, man, check this out. Brothers can come together on the streets if everybody want to do the things they want to do. Watch this. It's too many chiefs and not enough Indians, man. Everybody want to be a chief. Everybody can't lead. Everybody don't have the potential to be a leader. Leaders don't mean you downer than the soldier. It just mean mentally you sharper than the soldier. Everybody can't lead, man. You know what I'm saying? You get a lot of dudes get the misconception of when you say you got leaders and all that. No, man, Crip only had one leader, and that was Raymond Washington. Front Hood only had 4 or 5 founders, man. Bam ain't the founder of Front Hood. Joe Bo, Bug, Bowhead, Inch. We wasn't the founders of Front Hood. We followed the protocol of what our big homies put out there. You understand what I'm saying? Oh, all right, Bug. I got you. But listen to me, Tommy Walker. But that's Tom Slick name, Tommy Walker. But yeah, what y'all need to understand is, man, sometimes when I'm hurt, I've said this before too, you get a lot of young moves get on here and say they homies that was UBN and Bloodline had cut on them. No, they ain't had no cut on them. They was just up under the structure. Every leader ain't a beast physically. Every beast ain't a leader mentally. And say that again, Genesis. But at the same, watch this, man. I believe for every great leader is a great follower. In order to be a great leader, you must have been a great follower first. It's a pecking order to this Crip shit, man. It's a pecking order to this gangster shit. You feel what I'm saying? It's a pecking order to that. You feel me? And every beast ain't a leader mentally. You feel me? Say it again, man. Some people is great thinkers and some not. You understand what I'm saying? It's all about the art of war, man, when you're a part of any organization. How about Watts, who was number one? What you mean who was number one, T? You understand what I'm saying? And y'all know to get out when y'all ask these questions. What you mean, though, T? How about Watts, who was number one? Brothers have to realize and accept that we all have to role to play and make that wheel roll right. Say it again, James. That's what it is. Who was in watch this, man? It ain't about what set was number one in watch. Every Crip in watch to me is the number one set. I'm for Crippin', man. I don't watch this. Ain't no hood harder than the next hood. You just got dudes that's down it. You understand what I'm saying? Watch this, man. Your hood don't represent you. You represent your hood. Front Hood don't represent me. I represent Front Hood. You understand what I'm saying? Hey, right back at you, homie. I love you, cuz. It's my little brother, y'all. It's my little brother, man. Yeah. I said, hey, T, I couldn't tell you who started Great, who started the PJs, who started Compton Ave, who started Front Street Watch, who started Back Street. I couldn't tell you that. And to tell you that would be a lie, and I ain't finna do that. You understand what I'm saying? So y'all come at me, man. Let's make it live, man. It's 19 minutes, man. Y'all got me for an hour or two, for an hour and a half at the most, anyway. Let's make it happen, man. I see I still can't get them 18 people to get in that raffle, though, give away that Crenshaw hat and that Crenshaw shirt, man. I don't know why. That ain't right, y'all. Y'all got to participate in the second raffle, man, because the first raffle gonna get announced. When it gonna get announced on the 20th? Life without structure is bringing about more uncertainty. Banging or not. Say it again, Stan. You couldn't beat that. What it do, Willie? What it do? What it do? My boy up in this joint, man. Y'all just ask these questions, man. Let's ask these questions, man. This Wednesday night questions and answers, man, and I'm here to stay, man. I'm on it tonight, man. Y'all got me for an hour if y'all can keep me up in here, man. Let's make it happen, man. I liked that other live I did when I got off work. Come on now, let's make it happen, man. You understand what I'm saying? Let's make it happen, man. We got 35 people in the chat and 29 likes, man. Come on, man. Much love, big homie. That's what I'm talking about, Junebug. Right back at you, bro. That ain't my little homie. That's my little brother, y'all. I'm telling you, I ain't got little homies no more. I either got nephews or little brothers. You understand what I'm saying? But I told y'all that's the title earned, not just given. Famous words of John Hunt. You're more respected outside of your community when you can stand on your own 10 and be proper representative of your own efforts. Say it again, man. It's John Hunt for you, baby. It's John Hunt. Watch this, man. Somebody called me after my live, right before I got in the shower, when I stopped going on live, when I got off the live, somebody called me. And they felt the brother Wolf wasn't getting at me foul. Wolf was chopping game. Wolf been in here. Wolf been doing his research. He been doing his research. When he get on these lives, he do his research about the people that's talking. I respect that brother Wolf up in here, man. I respect that brother. And when the dude say, damn, Bam, man, you should have got on that brother because he said you was on Westside Piru's Most Wanted. For what, man? I gang bang. I already knew I was on their Most Wanted. So that didn't shock or surprise me. I already knew what I was out here doing. When they took the structure out of Chicago, structure of the Chicago streets, that's when it became Chiraq. I believe that too, man. Word is your little brother football push structure, because how you and other OGs lace him. Is that true? Football don't push no collective. He push a crib structure. And that's why he pushed that. Because we lace football. Football is not the only one that does that, man. A lot of these youngsters like football, they didn't respect paperwork, CC or Blue no paperwork, but they respected the structure. And that's why they do it. That's why they did it. Structure is needed. Structure is needed. Hey, check this out, man. Y'all know when y'all ask these questions, y'all know what y'all got to do, man. I ain't trying to be rude, but that's the get down. That's what the frontliners tell me to do. That's the purpose of them putting them cash apps up there. If you ask the questions, you got to throw something at the cash app. But yeah, man, football, that's why Bob Money, that's why football learned that. Me and football used to walk numerous of laps and chop it up. I was just watching the other bout, LaSalle. Now I live in West Side Piru, OG. Is that right? Hey, man. Hey, watch this, man. It's dudes in West Side Piru that I got a whole lot of love and respect for. I want y'all to understand this, man. OG Bam, there's no Damu on earth that's my enemy. I don't have nothing against Damus. I'm a non-active gang member. Now, if you pull up on me with some bullshit, well, I'm gonna pull back at some bullshit. But I goes over there. I got partners over there that really fuck with me and like me, got a lot of love and respect for me. You feel me? Once we became a certain age and say, hey, man, it is what it is, they from there, I'm from here. We on some grown man shit today. And grown men don't do childish behavior no more. Me, you're gonna live, OG. I just getting home. All right, Travis, I got you. But listen to me, man. When I came home, I went over there with Knob them. And them West Sides looked out for me, man, went in their pocket and broke bread with me and everything. And we got to reminiscing. We ain't on this no more. We just want certain shit to stop. We want gang violence. We want gang violence to stop in the community. You understand what I'm saying? We want to have some form of ceasefire. But we get these fake wannabe OG motherfuckers that's creating the propaganda. Propaganda. I'm gonna keep it 100, man. Real G's ain't out here creating propaganda. I don't know no real G that's actively game banging. Either he done got married, he done settled down, he ain't trying to parlay in his hood no more. He go through there once in a while, buy a couple of drinks, and he go back home. You understand what I'm saying? But we can't just do that. It's time to contribute to what's going on in our neighborhood and try to bring it back to what it used to be. When I said, I ain't talking about bringing it to the core gang banging. I'm talking about bringing it where it's safe, where kids can feel safe if they playing on their streets. No wonder the kids like playing on PlayStations and being in the house. There's so many people just going around wanting to just bust on people and do this. Then the news media blow things out of proportion. Then you get these wannabe tough dudes on YouTube lying about shit. You understand what I'm saying? They on YouTube talking about they gonna pull up on somebody. No wonder kids don't want to hang out. You understand what I'm saying? So y'all throw it at me tonight, man. Let's chop this up, man. Let's really pop it, man. I'm feeling good. I'm gonna sleep good, get my ass up at 5 o'clock and be on that bus at 6, heading to work. Yeah, I'm gonna do that, catch the bus for a minute. But watch this, man. I've been catching that gray goose for many a years, man. When nobody complaining about me catching that gray goose, I'm complaining about me jumping on that MTA, man, or that train to get to work. At least I'm going to work. You understand what I'm saying? Bottom line. So don't try to clown me behind riding the motherfucking bus because you got one. I just totaled out my Jag. That's all that was. Lex Luthor. Hey man, I knew a Lex Luthor from Harlem. You understand what I'm saying? Lex Luthor from Harlem was my boy. What's up, Lex Luthor? How you doing, brother? Salute to you too. Yeah, man, y'all get on up in there, man. Ask some questions, man. Don't feel it at ease and don't be shy, man. You are right on this on the OG Bam show, man. We just don't tolerate disrespect or that fakeism stuff, man. The trolls, the moderators get rid of the trolls, man. They monitor the yard real good, real good. They monitor the yard real good. So let's make it happen, man. Come on, man. We got 32 people in 36 likes. Come on, man. And ain't nobody asking the question. Oh, I understand. Come on up in here, man. Finally, I caught one of your lives. One of your live podcasts, broadcasters, man. What it do, Pat? How you doing, man? Shouts out to you, man. Again, y'all, I'm advocating this second thing. I got that Crenshaw hat, man. And that Crenshaw shirt. The proceeds from these raffles is going to help me do what I'm trying to do. I've already met the goal of what I wanted to establish when I was asking people to donate towards the goal. I'm trying to make something happen February or March, right? Listen to me for the inner city youth. That's the purpose of me having raffles. So, man, y'all contribute to the raffle, man. What's $5 amongst players, man? Amongst real people. So y'all can try to win this out. We need 18 people, man, at the end of this raffle, man. Check this out, man. Let's ain't there's nothing never wrong with contributing to a worthy cause, man. How many times we contribute to a negative cause? What's your relationship with Pretty Kenny from Pretty Boy from the Simpsons? Man, I ain't seen Pretty Boy since Tracy. Me and Pretty Boy been tight. Pretty Boy hooked me up with a female in the pen named Kathy Anderson. Used to be one of his bros. He hooked me up with her. She was married to a dude from Hoover. This dude come up there getting at me about it. Oh, hold him up, chick. She wasn't married. You need to get at your wife. She didn't tell me she was married. We support all the real ones. Thank you. Michelle, there go Michelle. How you doing, Michelle? Salute to the frontliners, y'all. But yeah, man, that's all that is. Pretty Boy. I was listening to him the other night. When I looked at that other live when I had left out of it on New Year's. Pretty Boy done got sharp as a motherfucker, man. Pretty Boy done got sharp, man. I commend him on his intellect. But man, I ain't seen Pretty Boy since Tracy, man. Pretty Boy hooked me up with a broad when he came down to Tracy, man. Bro named Cat Anderson, man. Lived on 81st off Burbank, man. Seen that man, a brother from Hoover, and that's what it is. Say frontliners, I'm digging that. Yeah, man, that's what it do, man. It's the frontliners, man. They created the name. We threw out a few names, and that's what they wanted to stick with. the frontliners, and they some great people, man. You know what I mean? He can play that guitar for sure. I got to check that out, which what people been telling me that he be in a band. I got to check that out. I wish somebody check me where to find that if I can check my boy out doing this thing. OG, they be on you about them women, fam. On, they be on you about be on me about them women. What women they be on me about? Hey man, I ain't got one woman, man. And that's my fiance, and I love her to death. I just respect the black woman. You understand what I'm saying? Watch this. I had stopped at the store when I got off work, and I heard this little sister on the phone. I said, I ain't in your business, but I like what you just told, dude. She said, I ain't thirsty, man. I got a whole lot of toys at home, so you can't satisfy me physically. She said, so, but you coming at me with this bullshit. I said, I'm going to bring that up on my live. She subscribed to my live, right, to my show right then. So watch this. I'm just a dude that respects the phenomenal woman. The phenomenal woman is the black woman. I've had numerous females in my life in the penitentiary, man. I don't like men, so I had to have me a woman. You understand what I'm saying? Because I was in jail, didn't mean I couldn't have a woman. It just mean the relationship that I had was dysfunctional because I was in jail and she was on the streets. But every penitentiary I went to, I checked into the visiting room. I checked in the visiting room. I stayed in there like my boy Muddy Waters said from the bottoms. He said that black motherfucker Bam gonna keep a woman. He gonna stay in that visiting room. It's just in me, man, like my boy Bunch say. I work out that action-packed Mac kit, man. I'm articulate when it comes to getting on that paper, man. Check them out on Instagram. I'm gonna do that, man. I'm gonna hear that because I ain't no pretty boy can play an instrument, man. The pretty boy used to have that long ass hair. So, Ben, was you part of the businessman's? No, I wasn't part of the businessman's, brother. No, businessman's Slauson was before my time. But all my uncles and my aunties and all my daddy cousins, my great auntie, my grandmama's sister kids, they were Slausons. Larry Wood, David Woods. They ran with Bird and Lafayette and them, Monty Brunella and Liddy Sue. You understand what I'm saying? He said he was in Tracy with that band, OG. Hey, watch this. He might have did that after I left Tracy. But watch this, man. Pretty Boy, when I was hearing him talk about that reparation thing, man, I was impressed, man. He was talking about that on Q Show, man. But Pretty Boy and me was always cool ever since we met each other in the pen. He hooked me up with a broad, man. Why you can't respect the dude that plug you with a broad that started writing you and all that? Barry White was a businessman, exactly. They named half the South Park Barry White Park, where they played the dominoes at. That's the Barry White Park side. My aunties were Slausons, man, but my grandmama bought a house in Businessman Hood, 55th and Main. You understand what I'm saying? But no, man, I wasn't no businessman. If I'd have been in that era, I'd have been a Slauson. You understand what I'm saying? Slauson's closest thing would remind me of Crips. You feel what I'm saying? That's the link to Pretty Boy's music, OG. All right, I got you. I got you. Y'all throw these questions at me, man. Don't get shot. Y'all doing that raffle too, man. Try to get y'all this Marathon Crenshaw hat, this Marathon Crenshaw shirt, man. Stop being shy with it. Barry White was a genius. Seymour Green. When it came to music, he was, man. Barry White had a lot of kids too, man. He had some kids in Watts. I heard him, Jordan Downs. Barry White was a superb brother when it came to music. Practice what you preach, man. Big old dude with a perm, man. Big old fat dude with a perm. One of the boss players back in the day. You understand what I'm saying? But couldn't nobody do it better than Ron Isley? Couldn't nobody do it better than Ron Isley? You understand what I'm saying? And the Isley brothers, man. Y'all throw something at me, man. Come on, man. We got 36 people in here and 40 likes. I'm feeling that. I know we got trolls up here. We ain't tripping on the trolls right now. I can imagine he had a cold. I can imagine he had to be a cold player. Say it again, Seymour Green. He had to be the way he was making music, man. See, watch this, man. The music in the 70s, the 60s, and 70s, it was making love music, man. What's your favorite Isley Brothers song? Drifting on a Memory, man. Drifting on a Memory. That was my next question. Slauson sound like they was they was the 60s of the 60s of their day. What you mean the 60s of their day, brother? Check this out, man. I ain't taking nothing from the 60s, but the 60s wasn't the only ones that was beasts. Voice to Atlanta. All right, I got you. I got you. You feel me? Hey man, watch this. Whenever I hear the Isley Brothers dripping on the memory, I think of me, Baby, DK, and Ronnie June, Big Scrab, and them. When we used to hang in the shack. And we got females over in the shack trying to do our thing, you know, trying to get our little G on. You feel what I'm saying? When I say G, that's what we was saying back in the day, trying to get asked for sex. I'm finna go G, baby, man. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, thank you, Michael Smith. Thank you. Zappa Parliament. Parliament. Parliaments, man. Come on, man. The Parliaments, man. The Parliaments, man. George Clinton, come on, man. The spaceship, man. Come on, man. Parliaments was them dudes, man. Y'all throw something else at me, man. Throw something else at the boy, man. Make it happen, man. Throw some good questions at me, man. Y'all love me asking about, y'all love asking about that music. I like that. Voice to Atlanta, riding down Lakeshore Drive on Chicago summer night, hitting the lakefront with a cutie. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, them Osmond brothers, man. Check this out, man. I used to ditch school. My mom and daddy be at work, man. I take a female home, put it in my room. I had a trip box, a color bar in my room, right, that I made it in wood shop at Willowbrook. So the lights blinked like when the music was playing, right? My room was blue, you know. And listen here, man. Me and baby was like on cloud nine, listen to the Osmond brothers trying to act like we was grown, doing grown folks shit in the bedroom. You know what I mean? OG Brian, you remind me of my Uncle Bob, who's the original Vice Lord. I love listening to you all speak. Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. Did you go to the Funk Fest? No, I didn't, man. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Hey, check this out, man. I missed a lot of things like that based on being in jail. I ain't talking about prison. I'm talking about through juvenile hall. Since the age of 12, man, this is the longest I've been on the street since the age of 12. The Chris was deep walking around the Funk Fest at the Coliseum. Well, I didn't seen art shows on that. You know, they had Rufus Thomas was there. Your delivery was captures a lot of listeners. Thank you, brother. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, man, I was in jail since the age of 12, man. I've been in and out of jail all my life, and it's the longest I've ever been on the streets. That's why I'm so excited and so appreciative of people that's being a part of my life today. I'm on some grown man shit. I done finally learned. I became a grown man in prison when I was 50 years old. I'm 62 today, right? Be 63 November 1st. It was a time in my life, man, I ain't even know how to love myself. It was a time in my life I forgot I was black. When I was gang banging, I forgot I was black because only thing I was doing I was doing everything to black people. What black man with a conscience want to hurt his own people? So I forgot I was black to a certain degree. So, and I'm always keeping 100 with y'all, man. You know, I wanted to be a Crip. Crip was the choice. This is what I wanted to be. I haven't denounced Crip. I'm a non-active gang member. I represent my hood in a positive way now. I want the world to know that because you gang bang don't mean you can't be a good citizen. You can't be a role model. You can't be a mentor. You understand what I'm saying? I'm an expert at gang activity. How was it being in jail in your teenage years? Ooh, David Perez, you throwing them at me, boy. Y'all throw these questions. Y'all know what y'all got to do when y'all throw these questions, man. Blade can put it up there and number one. But I'm gonna answer that, David Perez. Believe me, man. I'm gonna always answer the question, whether y'all throw the cash app at me or not. But I'm gonna answer that question. Check this out. How was it being in jail in your teenage years? Man, I was missing a lot, man. I was missing a lot. You understand what I'm saying? You know, some of the coldest feelings I used to have when I was in jail as a teenager, even as a grown man, seeing one of my homies come up in that motherfucker. I didn't want them to be in jail, but I'm in jail. Don't nobody wish jail on nobody. But it was rough, man. You know, my mother and father, watch this, man. When I was going through them juvenile halls and all that, camps and all that, my mother and father never missed a visit. But I was putting their life on hold when I was in jail because I was taken away from the things they wanted to do, but they were staying down for their second oldest child. You understand what I'm saying? I was blessed that God blessed me with the perfect parents, man. My mother and father was some awesome parents. You understand what I'm saying? I remember I was in Camp Page, man. And Camp Page is a fire camp. I come off fire camp, and my counselor was a skinny brother named Mr. Hill. He said, man, we don't even do this. We don't give people special visits, but your grandparents drove up here, man. My grandmother, my daddy, mother, and father, they lived on 55th. They came all the way to Camp Page to see me. Man, my grandma bought me a gang of Avon cosmetics. If anybody remember the cologne came back in the day from Avon, it used to be like a brown bottle, looked like a ship. My grandmother and grandfather used to come see me, man, and I was blessed with that. My mother, brothers and sisters used to come see me. My father, brother, all my aunties used to come see me. I remember one time, man, I got offended at one of my uncles, right? I was in a Camp Miller, and the council gave me a special visit because my grandmother and them was out here. My grandparents was out here from Louisiana, my mother parents, right? And I go in the office, man, all my mama, brothers and sisters in there, though, right? Right then, I knew this visit wasn't going to be cool because they finna come in here criticizing me, roasting me, why I'm here and all that, why I've been messing up, right? But my grandmother and grandfather, man, they wasn't having my granddaddy, man, and my grandmama, they wasn't having that, right? And my Uncle Ray, man, he used to smoke Marlboros. He said, you want a cigarette? I said, yeah, man, but I can't smoke. But he trying to clown me, right? He said, man, we left our job to get here. And I caught the attitude with my uncle. Like, hey, man, I ain't asked you to come up here. No, I ain't asked you to come up here. You came up here because you say you love me. I appreciate the fact that they came, right? But my uncle felt that was the only way he can tell me that I was fucking up. And it used to bother me on how they used to talk to me. I got an uncle named my uncle JB, my mother's little brother, man, resting in peace. He was like that. And my first year of sobriety, you take cakes in sobriety when you get sober a year. Every year is a birthday for you. So my first year of sobriety, I'm taking a cake. But I'm going to work, so I'm doing a 7 o'clock meeting before I go to work. My boss is giving me my cake, little Goldfingers Raymond. He's giving me my cake along with the other dudes that work for Cam Vision. I'm beholding me. I told my mother I wanted a German chocolate cake. That's my perfect cake. So I'm thinking my mama might not be at the meeting. My mother at the meeting. I pull up in my Suburban, going to meeting, man. My uncles and aunties in there, man. And my uncle, I got to the podium and I shared. I told my uncle, I said, man, everything you ever told me, I'm applying in my life today. I understood you was hard on me for a reason. Because my uncle had been in these little camps in Louisiana, forgot what they call them, right? So don't nobody want their nephews or their sons to experience what they experienced in life that was bad, right? And my uncle died when I was in the pen, but we had got real tight again. And he understood that just a life I chose to live. And because when I called my murders, man, I called my grandmother one day. I was in High Power. I called my grandmother. Collect, my family accepted my collect calls and did all that. They wrote. And my grandmother said something that made me start crying on the phone, man. She said, man, I was afraid of you. And that fucked me up because I never disrespected my parents or my grandparents, right? I might have fucked my cousins, fucked my brothers and all that. We fight. That's what siblings do. And that's what cousins do. But we still love each other. I said, what you mean, my dear? She said, I wasn't afraid of you. I was afraid of the lifestyle you was living. I was in these streets, man, and I was trying to be the rawest gangster you can be in these streets. I used to go to my family house, man, got my pistol all in my back. I wasn't trying to hide it. I didn't care about nothing. I'm telling y'all, when my little brother got married, man, he get his first Thanksgiving dinner at his house. My family, we pray when we finna eat, we bless the food. And I walked out the house. I'm like, no, I don't believe in God. I don't hear all that dead. I don't pray for man. Let me eat. Right, my brother, after they prayed, he come out and said, man, that ain't how we was raised. What you tripping on? The streets was giving me a fucked up personality, man. Why I was becoming selfish. Why I didn't care about people. I became heartless. I wasn't compassionate. I didn't have compassion for people no more. The streets was fucking me up. I got caught up on my murders, man. I went to the penitentiary. And I sat up in there for a long ass time. I came home. I stayed on the streets, man, 45 days and went right back to prison. Because I came to the streets trying to catch up with everybody else doing. I'm trying to catch up with the motherfucking Joneses. I want a Bentley. I want a motherfucking 500. I want the pretty trucks, the navigators, and all that. Watch this, man. Everybody ain't meant to sell drugs. You understand? And Bam is the one ain't meant to be selling drugs. Bam ain't meant to be out here breaking the law no more. I don't do that, man. I go to work now. I'm content with a paycheck. Bam, stay at it, my brother. This was GOAT. Coming from Kill Mac videos, I remember when it was barely 100 people on live with Kill Mac. Thank you, man. And Kill Mac encouraged me that too. He say, stay with it, that my channel gonna grow. I'm here to stay, man. Can't nobody chase me off YouTube. Only person who chased me off YouTube is myself. I'm here to stay. I don't care about the trolls, the haters. You understand what I'm saying? I don't care about none of that, but my life didn't change, man. I've been in and out of jail all my life. My childhood friends didn't tap back in my life because I've been on YouTube. That's how we reconnected with each other. YouTube is like Facebook. You can find a motherfucker. If you're on YouTube, you can find them. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm just trying to live a positive life today, trying to be a positive role model in my community, as well as my little nephews, my great nephews and nieces' lives, my little cousins, man. And even my homies' lives. My homies commend me for being on this grown man shit. That I ain't with that bullshit no more. Always ask us to tap in with you. Yeah, tap in with me, man. Check this out. I don't know what else to say, man. Somebody told me, man, when you're trying to talk to the village, you got to speak the language of the people. I can't come at you on some bougie shit because I don't know bougie shit. I know hood shit, man. I'm a hood dude, man. I'm a hood dude that been through a whole lot and turned my life around. And I'm gonna stay focused, man, no matter what. I'm my worst critic today, man. When I look in the mirror today and see that man in the mirror, I smile at that man in the mirror. I don't look in the mirror and be frowning at myself. Even if I scratch myself shaving, cut myself with a razor shaving, I don't get angry, man. I just keep it pushing. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't, watch this, man. The world don't owe me nothing. I might owe the world some change after all said and done, but don't nobody owe me nothing, man. I owe myself. I blame the system for locking me up, but I gave the system access at locking me up. So who to blame? I got to blame myself. I ain't pointing the finger at nobody else when I got caught up. That's on me. You understand what I'm saying? I put myself in these situations. I didn't nobody put no gun in my head and say, put this blue rag in your pocket, run through this line, be no crip. Didn't nobody put no gun in my head and told me to kill nobody. Didn't nobody make me do nothing I ain't want to do. I did it because I wanted to do. You feel me? Facts, and it's helping. YouTube said Kill Mac is going to be live at 9. And check this out, man. And watch this. Y'all support the channel. Enter this raffle, man. I might fuck with Kill Mac tonight, even though I got to go to work. But I might tap in with my boy. Kill Mac, my YouTube mentor, man, him and Melly Mill. Without them two brothers, y'all wouldn't know nothing about OG Bam, man. And Kill Mac keep it 100. You know, I got a lot of haters because Kill Mac endorsed me, right? And I don't know why. Don't get mad at somebody endorsing the real, man, because I'm gonna share this with y'all, man. I said this on my earlier live. Just like they say that real shit'll fall up on you, that sucker shit'll fall up on you too, man. If you hang around, that sucker does fall up to get that shit up off you, man. You understand what I'm saying? I just surrounded myself with winners, man. There's some great things that's gonna start happening in my life this year. Great things been happening in my life since I've been home, y'all. I've been home 4 years. October 28th be 5 years. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of great things is dropping in my lap. And I'm not taking it for granted, man. I'm not taking it for granted, man. God wakes me up every day. He gave me a life. He said, I'm the manager of my life. So I'm trying to manage my life in a proper perspective and put it in a proper way, I mean, and keep it in the proper perspective. Bam, you good to go because you're able to look back at all and put it into perspective. That's a sign of positive growth in a man. Thank you, Blade. Thank you. And that's what I'm trying to do. Watch this, man. That's what I'm trying to do. So I'm gonna ask y'all, man, watch this. Before I leave this live at hour, I want 5 people to tap in for this raffle. We need 18 people if I can call this raffle. Lex Luthor, you can't keep asking me questions if you ain't throwing nothing at that cash out. But I'm gonna answer that. What yard were you and Rockhead on together? We was in Old Folsom together. When I first got to Old Folsom, Rockhead was in the shoe and I went to the shoe. We ended up going to different pens after that. Next time I seen Rockhead in the penitentiary, man, Rockhead was visiting the penitentiary with American Eye Care. Him and Jim Brown in '94, they came to B Yard facility, B facility in New Folsom. American Eye Care. Peace and much respect, OG Bam in the front lines. Thank you. Yeah, I don't just like Rockhead, man. I respect and love Rockhead. That's my homeboy, not just my comrade. That's my homeboy. I seen him about 2 months ago. Me and my girl was at a restaurant. Rockhead pulled up into the restaurant to serve a spoon. You understand what I'm saying? But come on, man. Y'all into this raffle, man. Get this Crenshaw hat. CB, what it do? What it do? But yeah, man, my life is good today, man. I know it seemed like my enthusiasm has been dampened, but it happened. My life is good. Brother Bam, guys like you and Kev McAcuse and Melly are library teachers and poets. All folks have to do is listen. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, my brother. I highly appreciate that. What's up, Bam? Much love from San Jose. That's what I'm talking about. San Jose. Danny Carlos. Thank you. Thank you. Whoever that is, thank you. Thank you, man. Hey, watch this, y'all. Let me share this with you. Anybody that been gang banging from the beginning of their teens, from 12 on up, we should have stopped gang banging at 18, 17, before we got out of high school, when we got out of high school. But some of us went to prison. So that extended our gang activity, because that's what you do in prison. Prison is where you gang banging at. It's bottom line. Have a good night, OG Bam. All right, Michelle. Sleep good, sweetheart. Listen to me. So if you was gang banging and you went to prison, your gang banging career got extended. You went through prison, you went through a whole lot in prison. You lost family members, you lost mothers, you lost fathers, you lost grandparents. And we was in there with that race shit. Now we run back to the streets. They let us back on the streets, and the same thing that we was doing is going on, but it's rawer than what we was doing in the Nile. If you my age, you understand what I'm saying. It was raw, right? So now we got to look at that and say this. See, I'm a firm believer in this, that my environment is a product of me. I'm not a product of my environment. Do you feel obligated to want to build your community back? Do you feel you're obligated to want to rebuild your community, to play a role in some form, shape, or fashion of bringing peace in your community and bringing a ceasefire for the kids? Do you feel responsible for that or obligated to that? Now, and 9 out of 10 used to say, yeah. Why y'all think the Black Panther Party was started? The Black Panther Party created a whole lot of positive energy and programs in the Black community. We're all revolutionaries, whether we believe that or not. We're all revolutionaries, and every inmate in prison, Black and brown, is a political prisoner based on the color of their skin, right? But what I'm saying is, if you played a role in destroying your neighborhood, you're obligated to want to rebuild your community. Don't get psyched out because you got these hell of ass jobs and you moved out the community. You living up in this hell of ass community where a whole lot of blacks ain't living, but about 10 of them. You understand what I'm saying? Suddenly you ain't you looking down, man. Look how Compton look. Hey man, Compton was a fabulous looking city. Beautiful homes. We sold my mama home for damn near $500,000. You understand what I'm saying? But if you listen to white folks, they gonna say ain't no $1 million homes in the ghetto. But it is. We the one tore up the ghetto. The ghetto wasn't messed up when we came up, man. When I was coming up, we wasn't writing on the walls. I didn't walk outside and see pimps on the corner. I didn't walk outside and see dudes standing on the corner selling drugs. We did that in our community. So we're obligated to rebuild our community. So in the process of saying that, man, I'm going to say this. If anybody in the greater Los Angeles know anybody who gang graffiti, I always say this, who gang graffiti on their place of business or their residence, reach out to BAM. I would paint it for free if they bought a paint. I'm trying to give back to the community, man. I'm trying to make, I played a role in destroying the community, so I'm trying to make the community get back right. You feel what I'm saying? Keep doing what you're doing, brother. Much love. Thank you, Lex Luthor. Tell you, man, I got a partner named Lex Luthor from Harlem, homie. Listen to me, man. I'm not one to be on YouTube and want to talk about people. I'm not one to want to have controversy on YouTube. I'm not one with that negativity shit. I'm a gatekeeper of Crippin, Damuism, and blackness. If you attack my people, I'm gonna represent my people. You understand what I'm saying? I don't take nothing from Damus. I'm giving you stories. I have nothing against them. I'm giving you my experiences as a gang member. I got a lot of love for some Damus, man. A lot of them, man. Listen to me, man. And I love every Crip said it is. I don't like Crips bickering at each other, but I love every black man too, as well. So hey, let's stop selling ourselves short, man. You got dudes like me, Melly Mel, and Kev Mack on YouTube and Gangster, man. And we trying to really make a difference in the community, man. Don't get mad because Kev Mack give up an interview or he's saying an interview. Don't get mad. You want to have an opinion. You don't want to get in front of the camera before he can talk to you. If we saying something wrong or doing something wrong on YouTube, hey, won't you give us an interview? Present your truth. It's a two sides to every coin, but the truth gonna prevail. I don't subscribe lying and kicking it. You understand what I'm saying? I don't subscribe to black on black crime no more. Yeah, man, I'm not with none of that, no, man. I want a black community to be better than it ever been. I want it to be like it was when I was a kid, man. I wasn't worried about drive-bys when I was playing Little League Baseball and probably won a football. Man, we ain't had to go through that. Every hood had a white family that never moved out. Say it again, man. Say it again, Story Times. People don't know that either, man. Every hood, watch this. Some hood has Koreans living in their hood, huh? It's Koreans living on the 131st and still on the property. We never broken their house. We treat them with the utmost respect because they treated us with respect. What's wrong in the black community is black people in the black community don't know how to treat each other with respect. That's the black man, that's the black folks' biggest problem. We don't know how to respect each other. It ain't, watch this, man. It's not a male shortage in the black community, it's a man shortage in the black community. Men is just not being men. Men need to start growing up. You understand what I'm saying? You 20 years old and you want to be a gang member? No, you're a parent. Don't do that to your kids. Don't become a gang member in your 20s. Don't go to jail and suddenly you want somebody, you claiming the hood for some protection. No, we don't do that. Gang banging must start when you was a child. If you didn't start then, it's too late to start when you're in your 20s. You understand what I'm saying? We got to start doing better than what we doing, man. Let's watch this, man. These streets, if you stay in these streets long enough, they're going to get you, man. These streets will beat your ass. And you can't outlive your name if you got a name for yourself. It's time to bring some change in your life, man. I don't care what nobody say. This coming from OG Bam, man. I ain't trying to belittle nobody. Only person I can belittle is myself. And when I'm telling y'all my stories, I'm telling you the good, bad, and the ugly. I don't have a whole lot of regrets in my life, man. I do not regret walking down the line at Willowbrook Junior High in 71 and becoming a Crip. I don't regret that. I regret losing homies, gang bang. I regret losing my little brother to gang shit. I don't regret smoking dope. I just found out smoking dope wasn't for me. So I went and got sober. And I got people calling me crackheads on YouTube. Ask me if I give a fuck. Man, I don't give a fuck about somebody's opinion of me. They don't know me. You understand what I'm saying? I'm a stand-up cat. Look at the comments people put out there on me. These youngsters do their homework. They go to their big homies and ask about other OGs. A lot of these wannabe OGs is mad at the OGs that's keeping it 100. Because guess what? Their names don't get mentioned. They wasn't parlaying. They was in prison but wasn't doing what we was doing. So they want to say we was in the misleading motherfuckers, raping motherfuckers. Here motherfuckers ain't never been to the pen saying this what OGs was in the pen doing. They ain't never been to the pen. Because they hating what real OGs is trying to do, make it better in society. You understand what I'm saying? No, man, don't knock nobody else, man. Knock your motherfucking self. Don't knock what some real dude doing. Get on the real one's bandwagon. Stop being a hater or with that busterism and that fakeism. Surround yourself with winners, man. That's what we got to do, y'all. That's what we got to do, man. I see that nobody want to enter the raffle though. But watch this, man. It's been an hour, man. It's been good. Ain't nobody told you they love you today. Y'all know what my saying is when I leave. OG Band love you, man. I'll be back at y'all tomorrow at 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock when I get off work. With that said, I love y'all. Peace.